As you may or may not know, I'm a Premiere Pro fanboy, and this is coming from someone where 2 years ago was literally afraid of the interface of Premiere Pro, but now swears by Premiere Pro for all my editing needs. This ranges from the basics of videos to the most complex ones. At this point, I don't think I can edit a video without using Premiere Pro.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
But today, I want to do something different. I want to use Capcut for an entire day. Essentially, I'll be editing one of my short form videos in Capcut. If you don't know, Capcut is a video editing software that has rapidly gained popularity with over 1 billion downloads on the Google Play Store alone. And that's just for the mobile version. One of the key reasons for its success is its seamless integration with TikTok, making it super easy for creators to edit and share their videos directly to the platform. And in this video, I'll be testing if Capcut is worth the switch and if it's worth being called a notable video editing software. I'll be testing this in order of steps I take to edit a video, and I'll be awarding points to Capcut or Premiere Pro depending on the software that stands out in a given criteria. We will also be laying out certain aspects and we'll see which software best serves that area of need or not. Welcome back to another video, and as Visaya always says, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you. Be sure to stay to the end, and if you find this information helpful, then do leave a like and also share to others so that more people can benefit from what we're sharing here. Alright, with that said, let's get to the video. Before we get into the practicals, I would like to address 4 aspects that I feel, based on my experience as an editor, is somewhat important in this creative endeavor. Those 4 aspects are affordability, ease of use, capabilities, and internet connectivity. And I have to mention that all I'll be saying in this video is just based on my personal analysis, so it's not a standard statement or whatnot. Let's start with affordability. In this sense, we're trying to see if the software is affordable for everyone. Can it be accessed by the majority of video editors? Capcut is marketed as a free video editing app, and it provides a robust suite of features without charging the users. I mean, that's one of the reasons why it's so popular. You can access tools for trimming, cutting, merging, and splitting video clips, as well as adding text, filters, transitions, effects, and so much more, all for free. However, there are some caveats. While the core features are free, Capcut offers additional premium content and effects that can be purchased within the app. These are optional and not actually necessary for basic video editing. It also has a premium version called Capcut Pro. The Pro version provides advanced functionalities like camera tracking, vertical removal, auto reframing, AI movement, and enhanced audio and image editing capabilities. These features can help users create professional-grade content with greater ease and precision. So we can say that Capcut is free to an extent, and once you feel you need certain features, then you can always upgrade later. Premiere Pro, on the other hand, is straight up not free. It's a licensed software and is subscription-based. There's no free option, and the price, whilst being affordable for some editors, is still way much for the majority. I explained all the stuff about Adobe software, pricing, and also piracy in the last video, so if you're interested, you can check the link in the description to that video. In this round of affordability, the winner is obviously Capcut. It's nice that editors have the option to use the software for free, and if they need advanced stuff, they can always upgrade. One of the things I always look at when using a new software or an application is the environment. Is it welcoming? Is it scary? I believe the environment of a software can have a certain impact on the user and on what he or she is creating. Factors like the user interface design, customization options, and overall user experience can affect how comfortable and efficient a user feels while working. Capcut is known for its user-friendly interface and simplicity. It is designed to be accessible to beginners and those who prefer a more straightforward editing experience. In essence, it's very easy to use. You can get the hang of the whole environment in less than 30 minutes. For Premiere Pro, it's a powerful and professional-grade editing software with a comprehensive set of features. It can indeed appear more complex and overwhelming, especially for beginners. Its interface is highly customizable and packed with advanced tools and options, which can be daunting if you're not familiar with them. The first time I came across Premiere Pro, I didn't touch it for months because it looked very complex and stuff. Both Capcut and Premiere Pro have great workspace environments, but for this round, the winner is Capcut. The easier it is to use the software, the more welcoming it feels, and it alleviates this fear and worry on whether you can create something useful or not. Many editors, especially beginners, might hesitate to start editing or may become discouraged because they encounter complex software environments that feel overwhelming or intimidating. So it's better you start with simpler, more intuitive tools that can help build your confidence and your skills, making it easier for you to transition to more complex software later if needed. I feel we should already know who the winner of this round is. When it comes to capabilities, we want a software that can handle almost everything required to make a great video without you having to jump from one software to the other. The feeling of knowing that you have a software that can handle 90 to 95% of your editing needs can never be overemphasized, and that software can only be Premiere Pro. It has lots of extensive features and capabilities, also offering advanced editing tools, color grading, effects, audio editing, and integration with other Adobe Creative Cloud applications. It allows for a high level of customization and detailed control over the editing process, making it suitable for complex projects and also for professional use. And hey, if you don't trust my words for it, then just ask the millions of creatives that use Premiere Pro on a day-to-day basis. Also ask the likes of film studios that edited blockbuster movies using Premiere Pro. It is widely used in the industry and it is known for its robustness and the ability to handle high-quality, detailed editing tasks. For Capcut, whilst it offers a solid set of editing tools and features, it may not match the depth and breadth of the capacity and the capabilities found in Premiere Pro. It is a worthy option for users looking to create and edit videos easily and quickly, especially for social media content. So even if Capcut is a worthy opponent, Premiere Pro is just more capable, making it the winner for this round. But let me explain something. The one thing about capabilities is that the user has to be capable himself. Just because you use Premiere Pro doesn't mean you will always create amazing projects, and just because you use Capcut doesn't mean you create less amazing projects. It mainly depends on the user. The user's skill level and experience play a significant role in how effectively they can utilize the software's capabilities. So even if the software isn't very capable, the user with the right skill can make up for that. One thing you should remember is that you can only unlock the true potential of any editing software if you truly know what you're doing and if you have the right skills. Yeah, many people might think this particular point is not really a significant issue, but it kinda is. Internet connectivity can significantly affect user productivity, especially in areas where internet access is limited or costly. And when I say internet connectivity, what am I talking about? There are some softwares that will require you to be connected to the internet before operating. They're usually called cloud-based or web-based application, so they either depend on cloud servers for storage, processing, and other functionalities, or they can be accessed through a web browser that runs on remote servers rather than on the user's local device. The funny thing is, both Capcut and Premiere Pro need you to be connected to the internet at certain points, but the only difference is one of these softwares doesn't actively need you to always be connected to the internet, and that software is Premiere Pro. It is a desktop application that does not require an active internet connection to function once it's installed. The only thing you need access to the internet for are things like software updates, cloud-based services, and syncing with the Adobe Creative Cloud. But for Capcut, you need an active internet connection, both for the mobile and desktop version, I believe, but you can also do basic video editing offline. Now, like I earlier said, the issue of internet connectivity might not be a big deal to a lot of people, but you have to understand that there are regions where you pay really high amounts to get a decent amount of connectivity, meaning it's pretty expensive to have full access to the internet 24/7. So we want a software that doesn't necessarily need you to be access to the internet. This way, it helps creatives not to be restricted to work. This makes Premiere Pro the winner. So technically, we have a draw in this section. Let's head over to the next section, which are the practicals. I have a video that I edited in Premiere Pro, and I'll be editing that same video in Capcut, following the exact steps I use to edit my videos. And these steps are alignment, audio editing, adding music, adding bureaus and other effects, color grading, and exporting. For alignment, what this means is just going through all the footages I have and removing the ums and rs, basically the unwanted parts. We'll start by testing the interface. Like I earlier explained, it's really straightforward to use, so nothing surprising there. But at this point, I was basically thrown off. The whole timeline feels different and you can't exactly do self-effects here the way you do in Premiere Pro. My first issue was in changing the format to vertical. I would usually just change it in a sequence in Premiere Pro, but I can't exactly do that here. I had to head over to ChatGPT to explain to me how to get this done in Capcut. After figuring out how to change the aspect ratio, I saw it was pretty much easier and better to change the aspect ratio in Capcut than in Premiere Pro. In Premiere Pro, you usually need to know the size, but in Capcut, it basically lists out everything out to you and even shows you how it will look in form of icons. Now that's just awesome. I started going through my clips to see which part to cut out or not, and then it hit me that I couldn't synchronize my external audio to the video. Unlike in Premiere Pro where you have a synchronization feature which automatically synchronizes the audio to the video, we don't have that in Capcut, so you have to manually do that yourself. While that might not be a very big issue because some editors might not need to synchronize, it's still an important aspect of editing, and I feel with a feature like this, it will basically save you time and result to better syncing than doing it manually. I also like the split option key that they placed here. Not gonna lie, it was very relaxing to just press that whenever I had something to cut than just click and drag in and cutting. In alignment for me, Premiere Pro is better mainly because of the synchronization feature. So the winner of this round goes to Premiere Pro. In audio editing, what we'll be doing here essentially is fixing up our external audio. Now, I don't have the best of all microphones, but the microphone I do have does the job well. But to make the audio sound the way it is, I have to do a little bit of work in post-production. I would usually take out the background noise in Premiere Pro with some of the saved in audio presets, and it will take out the background noise and make the audio sound really good. And I wanted to see if Capcut has a nice audio system that can either match up to the same level of quality in Premiere Pro or surpass it, and I must say the results threw me off. In a good way, that is. There were 3 features that attracted me in Capcut's audio editing system. The first feature is the basic feature. Once clicked on, you have the ability to turn up or turn down the volume. You can also do something like that in Premiere Pro with the audio gain. But something I've always wanted to do in Premiere Pro was to fade out or fade in my audio clips or music. And yeah, for the OG editors, I know that there are ways you can achieve that effect, but I love the fact that Capcut gives you the option to fade in and fade out right there. It's literally that easy. The second feature that got me attracted was the enhanced voice option. Basically, when you turn this on, it just makes your voice sound a bit professional but doesn't take away any background noise. It just gives your voice this nice pitch. When I tested the reduce noise option, it didn't exactly give me the result I was expecting. It reduced part of the background noise but not completely. Compared to Premiere Pro's clean noisy background, which almost reduces the background noise completely, this sensitive feature in Capcut didn't match to it at all, so I didn't count it as my favorite. Now, the feature I love most is the voice isolation feature. Like, what? This thing works like magic. Once clicked on, it focuses on the primary vocal track in your audio, thereby reducing or eliminating background noise completely. And when I say completely, I mean completely. Here's how the audio sounds when the voice isolation is turned on. The iPhone, the Google Pixel series, higher end Samsung Galaxy series, OnePlus, Xiaomi. And here's how it sounds when it's turned off. Devices known for creating excellent photos and videos includes the iPhone, the Google Pixel series, higher end Samsung. You can instantly see the difference, and this feature is a real game changer. It also has the option to keep the vocals or remove the vocals, but the remove vocal options doesn't work as well as the keep vocal options in my opinion. There are also sections like voice changer where I guess you could download certain voice effects to change your voice, and there's also a section to change the speed of the audio. So my analysis on this is Capcut's vocal isolation can be very effective in eliminating background noise, potentially outperforming some of Premiere Pro's presets in certain scenarios. However, Premiere Pro offers more flexibility and control over audio editing, with the ability to fine-tune effects. The ability of flexibility is something that Capcut lacks, so if you're ever in a situation where you need to choose between Capcut and Premiere Pro to work on your video audio, the choice will really depend on you. If the primary goal is to quickly and effectively isolate vocals and reduce background noise with minimal effort, Capcut's vocal isolation feature is a strong contender. However, for more detailed and nuanced audio editing, Premiere Pro remains the more robust option due to its extensive range of tools. I would advise you use Premiere Pro because you can really do a lot in terms of your audio work. The only downside about voice isolation is that you have to upgrade to the Pro version to be able to use it. That alone would have made Premiere Pro win this round. But then again, Premiere Pro isn't free, so the winner of this round is Capcut, mainly because of this amazing feature. And yeah, I'm giving Capcut the win in this criteria because the primary thing that a lot of creators want to get done when it comes to their audio is removing those background noises. So by having a feature that can do that with just one click, it just makes it more convenient. I like the timeline interface. I like the fact that it has this scroll bar that you can use to scroll up and down to see what you have stacked up in each layer. That's a feature I feel would be great in Premiere Pro because it's not there currently, or at least for the version I have, there's no scroll bar. It has the same functionality where you can scroll through your footage and select the sites you need, cut out and bring it into the timeline. Basically, I can say for adding music, adding B-rolls, it's similar to the way in Premiere Pro. What about adding effects? Capcut is one of the few editing softwares I've used that has a vast library of video effects. It even has a library of text effects, and I would say it's just amazing. It provides a wide range of built-in effects, including video filters, transitions, animations, and text effects. These are easily accessible within the software without the need for additional downloads. It also features a vast library of songs and sound effects. Although Premiere Pro has a robust set of built-in effects, many editors still rely on downloading additional presets and overlays to expand their library. This can be found from various online resources, both free and paid. So in this sense, Capcut is making it more convenient for quick editing without the need to seek additional resources. And for Premiere Pro, whilst it offers a foundational set of professional effects, it often requires additional downloads to match the variety found in Capcut. So this round obviously goes to Capcut. Now, when I was editing this video, the thought of how I was going to color grade kept spamming my brain. I honestly thought you couldn't color grade in Capcut, but turns out that you can. Capcut has this thing called filters, which when applied to your clip, gives your clip various visual styles. These filters function similarly to LUTs or lookup tables by applying a predefined color grading effect. I played around with it a bit and I love this filter called Bad Bunny. It produces similar results with the way I color grade in Premiere Pro. You typically apply filters with a single click or you drag them to your video clip and they automatically apply their effects to your footage. However, the ability to adjust the intensity or other parameters of these filters is limited compared to more advanced softwares like Premiere Pro. And for this criterion of color grading, Premiere Pro has the win, and this should be self-explanatory of course. Premiere Pro allows users to import and apply LUTs, offering extensive control over the color grading process. Users can adjust the intensity of LUTs and combine them with other color correction tools for precise results. It also gives you the ability to experiment with color wheels and curves to also create your own custom graded look. Again, a software that can give you total control and maximum flexibility can never be overemphasized. So the video is done, we've added all that needs to be added, now it's time to export. I like how easy and straightforward Capcut exporting system is, and I'm pretty sure it's way faster to export in Capcut than in Premiere Pro. Depends on the project though and the computer system you're using. Now, since Capcut isn't designed for way heavy professional use, I wasn't too surprised when it only had 3 codec options, which were H.264, HEVC, and AV1, compared to Premiere Pro that offers a comprehensive selection of codecs, including but not limited to H.264, H.265, which I also found out is HEVC, Apple ProRes, DNX HD, Cineform or Cineform, however they call it, and so much more. And it only supports 2 format options, whereas Premiere Pro supports a wide variety of formats for both imports and exports, including MOV, MP4, AVI, WMV, MPEG-2 or MPEG-2, I seriously don't know how they call it, and many others. Now, the basic truth is, if you're editing a quick video or a social media video or something like that, you have no business with a variety of codec or format options. The formats listed in Capcut are good enough. However, for professional use, having a variety of codec and format options provides the flexibility, quality control, and compatibility required for diverse and high-end video projects. I will always emphasize on a software that allows you to be flexible. So for this round, it goes to almighty Premiere Pro. This brings us to a total of 4 points scored for Capcut and 5 points scored for Premiere Pro. Also put it in mind that the main purpose for this video wasn't to compare Capcut to Premiere Pro, but to see whether Capcut has what it takes to be called a notable video editing software, and it really does. It's good to understand that everyone has their own preferences to almost everything. Take myself for example. I love Premiere Pro. I like the fact that I can do almost anything in that software, and I used it from the slightest of tasks to the most demanding ones. And if you noticed, I wasn't very sound in editing in Capcut. Maybe because this is my first time editing that type of video in Capcut. So with this little experiment, what I can say is that these two softwares serve 2 different needs. If you want something very quick, a software that's very easy to learn, and a software that's also powerful, then by all means go for Capcut. Learn it to the utmost highest form and also learn it to the point where you can literally do almost anything in Capcut. I don't know Capcut that much, so it might be way more powerful than I think it is. If you're looking for something that has more features, offers great flexibility, and can do literally almost anything in video editing, then go for Premiere Pro. Or like most people, you can use both softwares together, where one lacks certain features, the other one can complement it, and vice versa. A software is only as powerful if it is in the hands of a skillful creative. Yeah, I know that sounded weird, but you can be so skillful and use the worst software ever and still create amazing projects that even those that use expensive softwares couldn't dream of creating. It's important to know your tool like the back of your hand. Having the knowledge to create certain things in a given software where people think it's impossible just shows how good you are, and that's what makes you stand out. Capcut is a notable video editing software, and I can't wait to see more of what it has to offer in the coming years. Now, this video was a bit uncomfortable for me to make, but I think it's good to challenge yourself to transition from one environment to another, because it's the same knowledge, it's the same concept, but just different environments entirely, and you never know what cool things you might just discover. Have you used Capcut? How has been your experience with it? If you're using a different software, do you think going to Capcut would be worth a switch, or do you prefer staying in your current environment? Let's discuss in the comments below. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you don't miss the next one.